everybody, I'm Katerina Sims and welcome to another video. Today I'm answering the question I probably get asked the most often besides when can you read my book. It's going to come out eventually, I promise. And that question would be, how long should you wait for somebody to love you back? So stick around and I'm going to give you my side of the argument and what I think you should do. Alright, here we go. The short answer is, if you've gone out of your way to let your feelings be known to this other person and they've given you a non-committal reply back and told you to wait for them with some really vague timeline about how long that would be, you probably need to move on. And I want to bring this back to a little bit of advice that one of my high school teachers once gave me, and that is, when it comes to finding good relationship and the love of your life, it comes down to three things. Right person, right place, right time. And if someone's telling you to wait, then obviously you've got one of those three at least wrong. It might even be a couple or if not all three of them. You just don't know that person well enough to really make that decision. Another reason I say this is because a lot of the time when people tell you to wait, it's for pretty selfish and controlling reasons. And what I mean by that is they kind of don't really want to be with you, but at the same time they don't want you to be with anyone else either. So you need to ask yourself, is this really the sort of person, as amazing as you've probably built them up in your head, or as amazing as they even just present themselves to be, is that the sort of person you want to be with? And the crazy thing that I've seen happen so many times is that when someone finally stops waiting and moves on either with someone else or just being happy on their own, that person they were waiting on will finally be ready, kind of. And they'll throw some hysterics about, why didn't you wait for me? And I don't know, if you'd only waited, we'd still be really happy now. And the thing is, even when they do go back to that person, it never really lasts that long anyway, because once they've got you, they're not happy anymore. You don't need that drama. The thing is, you deserve better than having to wait for someone, even when they specifically have the gall to ask you to wait. Deciding to play into that wish keeps you disconnected from yourself and from other people. And I also want you to see the other side of the coin. So I remember watching a documentary a few years ago about an elderly couple who'd spent decades waiting for each other and playing in their heads what life would have been like if they'd ended up together. They wasted literally their whole lives thinking about the other person. And in the documentary, they finally got this elderly couple together and they lived together for maybe a couple of days, and it turned out they hated each other and they never wanted to see each other again. So imagine that you're setting aside your life waiting for this other person, potentially that you don't really know, only to find out that it wasn't worth the wait. The point is, if they really loved you and if you really loved them, you'd both get yourselves together and you'd sort it out. And if that's not happening, move on. And the biggest question I'd like you to ask yourself is, if you have a choice between someone who makes you wait and someone who's actually enthusiastic about being in your life, which one would you rather be with? Even being with no one is a better option. At least then your heart is open to meeting someone new. Someone either wants to be with you or they don't. It really is as simple as that. You deserve someone whose heart is as open as yours and who is willing to welcome you into their life. The simple fact is, there's nothing you can do to change someone who does not want to be changed. You can make your feelings known, but if your feelings aren't accepted, you need to move on. Be aware that some people will intentionally play you along. When you accept such behavior, what you're essentially doing is you're teaching that other person how to treat you, which is like a doormat. At the end of the day, they're being cruel and you're being a victim. That's it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please share it with your friends who also might get some help from this. And if you can, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also go to katerinasims.com. I have a monthly newsletter where you can get updates on me and my posts. And everybody, look after your hearts. Take care. Stay happy. Stay healthy. I love you. Goodbye.